Hello and welcome. I am Civilian, the ringleader of this great fortress, and welcome to the greatest show of worlds. Yes, the greatest fighting arena that this world has ever seen, or at least it will be. That's the plan. We're not there yet. We have a wagon and some dwarves. Let's introduce you to the dwarves that we have. I am here as Civilian, the ring mistress of this. It seemed like an appropriate name. It's kind of a little bit circusy because we're going to have a big fighting arena. I am an ardent worshipper of Baal. And let's see. I find the idea of independence and freedom somewhat foolish. I don't care about nature one way or the other, and I don't care about friendship. So that's nice. Great. So I will be the ringleader of this fortress. Yes, but I am not alone. I have got my loyal staff here to help me. We've got Gremdevel joining us. Is there something to be happy about? Yes, this will be the greatest fortress. And Gremdevel dreams of mastering a skill. Actually, let's open up Dwarf Therapist, shall we? Let's take a little look. So these are our dwarves, and these are what they do. So we have Gremdevel, and Gremdevel is going to be our all-around mason. And that's going to be good. We have got wee hours. Wee hours shall be... Oh, there we go. He's a very positive person, but a bit impolite, and has a tendency to go it alone. Can't fathom why anyone would want to live in an orderly and harmonious society, and that is why Dave is coming along to this fortress. And Dave will be our general smith. We have got Dorkling coming along, who is going to be doing the cooking, the brewing, the farming, and Dorkling does not easily hate, but is quick to anger. Great, you can throw plenty of tantrums here then. Deeply respects skill at arms, maybe we'll recruit you to the army, and you want to craft a masterwork, and that might be a little bit tricky. I don't know if you can craft masterwork food, but we can give it a go. We have got Father Loris. Father Loris, of course, is a friendly individual who likes to brawl, but finds friendship burdensome, and likes a noisy, bustling life compared to boring days without activity. But dreams of creating a great work of art, but finds the pursuit of skill mastery off-putting. Father Loris is a very confused dwarf who doesn't really know what he wants in life, but he is one of our miners, our other miner, of course, being the hero of the last fortress, Dwarf Comic. Dwarf Comic, who often acts with compassion, but tends to assume the worst of two outcomes will be the one that comes to pass. Use of power is abhorrent, that's fine, but also is disgusted by cooperation. These dwarves are an interesting bunch, and of course we have Birdiebot, who will be our carpenter, and she dreams of raising a family. Doesn't really value the truth, but does value eloquence and artwork, so I like that. And these are our dwarves. They will be joining us in the fortress. And yes, so we're going to build a big fighting arena. Of course, we're not going to get started on that right away. First things first, we need to build a fortress so we can hide from the nasties and be generally safe. So I think we might do that. Just, we're down on this level, so this is ground level, so I guess we'll build the arena over here, kind of like this. Let's get rid of this. Nope. We'll build the arena somewhere over here, somewhere like this. That'll be good, and then we can have the fortress somewhere over here nearby, so you kind of have to go through the arena to get to the fortress. That would be ideal. So let's go ahead and... it doesn't really matter where we start the fortress. I think we'll just go ahead and dig in down here. So let's go ahead and get started on our designating. So we're going to dig ourselves into just the side of the mountain, as one does at the start of a game of Dwarf Fortress. We're going to start our sort of regular fortress thing going on over here, and then we will build the arena outside. But before we build the arena, we're going to need to get some nice materials. We'll need to get some nice stone blocks. So we are going to have to build a normal fortress first. Ooh, what is this ore over here? Rough-hewn hematite. Nice. I think that's iron. And there's lots of silty clay. All of this is sand, by the way. We have plenty of sand, which is good because I think we're going to need a lot of glass for the arena. So we'd best get started on that sooner rather than later. We have a few... That's a colony of ants. That is not a tree. That is a boulder. Are there any trees? Possibly over here near this clay and the siltstone. Those are all boulders. It's possible we don't have any trees. We have got this path here. We've got the road. The road comes through our land. I thought it would be good for tourism. Bees and ants. But it looks as though there are no trees, in fact. I will designate the chopping down of trees on the whole map in case there are trees. There we go. If there are any trees anywhere on the map, they should get caught by that massive designate I just did, but it doesn't look like there are. So, this is going to be a little bit interesting. No trees. But that's okay. We don't need trees to build an arena. In that case, we're going to need to look for coal pretty quickly. Now, normally I build a big vertical fortress, and we might still do that. But it might be nice to have something a little bit cozier. I haven't really planned this out, so we'll do something like this. So we have this entrance corridor, which is obviously where we're going to put traps, and we'll put, you know, defenses along this corridor. And then over here, well, we'll need to build some starting rooms, and then we can redefine things later. So for now, let's branch off this way. And let's see, so there's 7 dwarves. If we just start off with a basic dormitory, we'll dig out a decent sized dormitory though. What kind of stone is this? Is this indeed stone? No, this is sand. I don't really want to build the fortress in the sand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down a few levels. I'm going to give it a little bit of space around the central staircase. I think that'll be nice. So we'll bring it down a few levels, just enough so that we can get out of the range of the sand and into the range of the stone. Because if we're digging through the fortress, we might as well be digging in stone so we can get something useful out of it. We could mine this ore, but until we find coal, let's take a look and see what's available. So we have this, this is a stone wall, but this is clay. What else have we got? Bit of siltstone. This is a very silty area. But it's okay. I think the white sand will look really nice when we've got the arena on it. And we can have sand on the arena floor. That'll be great. Let's go ahead, maybe unpause. Just for a moment. Pause again. Now, we need to gather plants, of course. Now, we have to think carefully because we only have a few starting logs. We need to choose how to spend them with caution. There are no plants. Right, so we'd better get on the farming fairly promptly as well then. If that is the case, I don't know if we can farm on sand. Let's take a look. So let's see if we can build a farm plot on sand. We can. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll dig out an initial farming area, and we'll dig that out. Let's go north. We will dig this way. This is fine. Digging out this layer will at least give our miners a little bit of experience so that they suck less. Okay, here's our 2 starting rooms. Actually, I'm going to move this one up because I would like to leave a little space in case we want to do weird things with traps on that entrance corridor. So we'll move that up here. But besides that, this is going to be our little 2 starting rooms. And what we'll do is in one of them, we will just have a plump helmet farm. And then in the other one, actually, let's dig it all out. So it looks like we're starting by digging out some large rooms, but that's fine. I'm going to dig quite a big room out on this side, because this is where we're going to do our farming later. But for now, what we're going to do here is we're going to keep, it's just going to be a stockpile. And at the end, we'll do our farming. Something like this for a little starting fortress. And our miners will hop to that. We do have 2 miners, so this should go fairly quickly. And as for the rest of our dwarves, we are going to need to dismantle the wagon, but I would like to get the stockpiles built first before we do so. Oh, and off they go. Look at them. We have got Dwarf Comic and Father Loris off doing the mining. How's it going? Oh, there we go. They're speedy. Speedy mining. Well done, you 2. Very pleased with that. Everyone else is idle, of course, but that's alright. I kind of had hoped this would have trees, but it does not. And that just makes this a little bit more of an interesting start for us. But that's fine. I really like the white sands. I think they're going to look great. I'm not sure what we can do about these boulders, but most likely we can dismantle them, the boulders outside. And we are hitting stone already, but the stone we are hitting is siltstone. Siltstone. Not sure I'm a fan of siltstone. I think if we dig down a few layers, see what else we can find to build all of our bedrooms and workshops and the main fortress, we will need a large area in here to farm trees, and I'm not really sure how tree farming works these days, now that trees are these big multi-block structures. It might be that we need to make a sort of quite big, quite deep room. Fortunately, there is a lot of mountain above us, so we can just do... yeah, we'll do something with that. We can build off to the south here. We'll make a big multi-layer room to fill with trees. And hopefully they'll grow once we breach the caverns. It might be a bit of a rush to the caverns. Might be. Because we do need trees. On the other hand, we have got metal. Well, we need trees to smelt the metal. We can make most of the things we can make out of wood. We can also make with metal. And that would be very fancy. Oh, little cat. That little cat icon. It's so cute! Oh my goodness, who are you, little cat? Oh, cute. Oh, look at that little icon there. I love it. I love this texture pack. We are using CLA, the texture pack, which I really like. I really like how this looks. And our arena is obviously going to look beautiful under this texture pack. Oh dear. I mean, it's not an arena yet. We do need to get a basic fortress going so we can make things. We're going to need glass, I think, for the kind of design that I want. It's going to be quite important that we make a load of glass, which is why I embarked on sand like this. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. So we're starting to mine downwards, but it is looking... It's still... Oh no, it's not siltstone. It is... I don't know how to pronounce this. Schist. I don't want to build on this layer because I don't know how to pronounce it. We'll just call it stone. But yes, I don't really know how... I don't know if I like it. I don't really like the colour scheme we've got going on here for the same reason I don't like the sandstone. But we might just need to suck it up and start building things because... we do need to get this fortress going at some point. Get everyone inside, get everyone underground, dismantle the wagon. Decide what we're going to do. I think we get 3 logs. Mine faster! Mine faster! I, the ringleader, am left outside. I don't want to be... Actually, I think I'm fine with being outside. Let's see. View? Ooh! New romance! What is this romance that we have? Let's see. She's currently more shameless. But, what was it? I find merrymaking and partying worthwhile activities. And that's why I'm a ringleader. Oh, dear. Yeah. I don't know. But what is this new romance? Tell me more. With wee hours. Amazing. What is everyone else's relationships like? So, oh, we're all friends. We are all friends. I expect Father Loris and Dwarf Comic will become very, very good friends over the course of this. Let's take a look at these gods, actually, maybe. So, I worship Baal. Let's see, can we view? Ah, right. Associated with rebirth, creation, birth, youth, and longevity. What a combo. And what was this dwarf, what was this god, the Dwarf Comic? Not Dwarf Comic. Yeah, who does Dwarf Comic worship? Male dwarf associated with day. And what god does Birdiebot worship? Pregnancy, children, and family. Aww. Wait, did Birdiebot have the preference to start a family? Was that the... Yeah, dreams of raising a family. Oh, that's perfect then. Cute. 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 Forgotten why I went into that menu now. Oh, all the little animal icons. They're great. Okay, so we do need to... I want nest boxes. Nest boxes are made out of wood, though. No, I think you can make them out of rock. We might get started next on the rock nest boxes, get all the turkeys inside. We'll build a big stockpile, and we'll get all of the stuff inside. So I think we're about at the point where we can start building some workshops. Because if we build, we can just put a Crafts Dwarf's workshop in here. We'll just tuck them in here for now. It's fine. We'll build them out of siltstone. We'll get a mechanics. No, we're not going to get a mechanics. We're going to get masons. That's different. But we will also get a mechanics. Well, where's mechanic? There we go. So we'll just wedge a load in that corridor. We'll also build a bridge, I think. And let's build a bridge at the entrance so we can hook that up pretty quickly. I'll make it quite a long bridge because I'm not sure what kind of defenses we'll want to build later. So I think for now that's pretty safe. So I think it's time for us to queue up some dwarves doing some things. So if we're doing this, we're going to need a mechanic. And our mechanic, I normally make the mason the mechanic. So let's make Grem our mechanic as well as our architect. Beautiful. Oh no, I think I blocked things off with my mechanics workshop. Let's get rid of that one. They can't reach the craftsdwarf's workshop. I don't know which one. I think they can walk through a mason workshop. Maybe they can't go through the mechanics. If I look at the workshops, yes, it looks as though the mason's workshop does not block everything. Aha, we've hit marble. Perfect, perfect. Okay, we're gonna build on the marble level. How fabulously fancy. We're going to build for our dwarves on these marble levels, and that's where we put all our rooms. It looks like we're hitting ore, which is fantastic. We're also hitting gems. So for our arena, I was thinking, before I realized we didn't have trees, that I'd make a sort of glass thing around it for our spectators. But I might need to do something else, because I'm not sure we can make glass on the kind of scale necessary, given that we don't have any trees. Unless we set up a decent tree farm, which is the alternative option. We probably could set up a pretty good one if we open up the caverns. Yeah, because we have all these areas full of clay, and we could probably, if we dug out an indoor area, yeah. So if we open up the caverns, we might be able to get trees. But until we do, I think I might have to rethink my plans, because I'm not sure that we're going to be able to make this work as we want with the glass, because we're not going to have enough. But we can definitely have a gem window-like special viewing box for me, obviously. Looks like they can't move through this mason's workshop. So we'll start with just the craftsdwarf workshop. We'll need to get the mechanic and the mason going pretty quickly, but I think craftsdwarf is the most imminently useful of the workshops. And Birdie Bot, she's off. She's gonna do it. Beautiful. How is everyone feeling, by the way? Dwarf Comic is very satisfied. He doesn't have any goblets for his drinks. We could actually make some mugs early on. That might be nice. There's not going to be a lot of luxury for these dwarves because we're going to be very focused on the building of the... Oh, it is all marble. I love it. It's so fancy. Oh, this is going to be gorgeous. This is going to be gorgeous. I knew it was worth digging down. I knew it. Yes. What was I saying? Something about keeping dwarves happy. We might as well, because it won't take us long. We'll make some rock nest boxes first, because obviously I've started with many, many turkeys, as is my way. Eggs are so reliable, you know? So after that, though, we will grab a few mugs. Maybe, like, 3. It'd be nice if we could have 7. Let's start with 4. But if we could all have our own mug, because I don't know how we're doing the washing up here. We have got a river. We might be able to do some interesting things with the river. Maybe we make the arena so that it floods. That would be... Oh, okay. So I've got new plans now. What we might do is we might sink the arena into the ground to make it really easy to fill it from the river. And then we make like... we just dig a channel so that we can flood the arena when we choose. Or we could use a few pumps. We wouldn't have to take it very far. That would be amazing. And then we could flood the arena and make all of these interesting extra combats. Yeah, that would add a real element of danger to the whole arena thing. I love it. So we're definitely going to be flooding the arena. Or we could even do a thing where we just add a little bit of water. Just enough water. I think the level is like 4, where they just need to start wading through water just to make it more dramatic. Oh, and then when the blood got in the water, it would go everywhere. That would be excellent. We will need a drainage system. Probably just dump it all into the caverns. That will be fine. Delightful. Delightful. Oh, brilliant plans already. Brilliant schemes. So we're going to start with a very tiny dining room and a very tiny dormitory here. On each side, and then on, I think the level above can be stockpiles, or maybe we want to go lower. We might need, No, you know what? I think we're fine. So what we'll do is we'll start digging out for workshops on this layer. And let's just go in each direction. So we'll head this way and we'll have... Oh, poor Birdie Bot's not going to have a lot to do, is she? We will start with here. So what I might do is do something like the stockpile. There's a stockpile here. And then a corridor. And then we'll have a row of workshops. Like this, and then we'll put the raw materials on the other side. Okay, this seems like a good start for some stockpiles. It's quite big. We'll just throw everything in together in a very messy fashion. Just for now, we might, readjust this later. Oh, I love this marble. I feel like I should be making nicer designs since I have marble, but I'm not. But I think that's fine. That's fine for stockpiles because it has a logical flow to it. It has a natural progression of sort of you have the raw resources and then the workshops and then the finished goods in like a nice order. I think it makes sense. Actually, let's maybe move the finished goods area. What I may do is dump the finished goods. Oh no, let's put the raw materials. We will make this into just a crafting area. So we're going to do something like this. So what we'll do is we will have right here, we're going to have the workshops in the middle along these bits, here and here. In the back, we'll have the raw resources. And then if we go up, we will have, this is where we're going to dump the finished goods. We'll dump the finished goods on a separate floor. And it is going to be siltstone, but you know what? As long as it's consistent within the floor, I'll get over it. Alternative option is we keep expanding downwards into the marble so we have more nice marble things. But I think this will be perfectly acceptable for now. Because this is just starting and most of our focus should be on the arena. I do want to dig out a lot of the marble though so that we can build the arena out of marble. So it makes sense for us to use the marble layers and to dig things out there. Let's go ahead, let's set up some hotkeys. Hotkeys achieved. Now we can go faster around the fortress. Okay. Next up, what on earth are we doing? Right, we're finally digging out this area. And that is very, very good news because once that's dug out, we will dismantle the wagon, we will make an everything stockpile in there, and we will just drag everything inside. Whoa, looks as though the miners are already improving. Good work, Dwarf Comic and Father Loris. They're doing very well. I guess that's because we've had them doing it non-stop this whole time. Okay, good work. So, we're going to build some farm plots and let's just make this whole room one massive plump helmet plot because we can. And the plump helmets are clearly plotting against us. No, not quite. And then have we built those nest boxes yet? Yes, we have. So we'll go ahead and we'll just drop them in here. Not terribly important. And now we shall build the everything stockpile. Get ready. Okay, dwarves, go, go, go! I have a lot of jobs for you to do now. We've all been sitting around idle for a good while. Except for our miners, of course. Dwarf Comic and Father Loris, very dedicated. The rest of us have just been sitting around doing nothing. Ooh, let's make some more mugs. There we go. We now have a mug each. And that is cute and perfect. Now, we're going to need to do some butchery soon. Because we have 2 yaks that we brought with us. But there is no grass. So they are going to die fairly quickly. So we'd better butcher them before that happens. So that is enough motivation for us to, over here, let's just open it up. Let's have this be a little open plan sort of thing. We will make a butchery area and we will make some kind of kitchen area. I think this might be fine for now. We're going to temporarily have the butcher's shop outside the fortress. Because obviously it's going to produce miasma. And that's not what we want. So we'll just do that out here. First mason's workshop. We will filter our workshop so that we save the marble and we just turn the marble into blocks because we're going to need a lot of it. And if I want everything to be made out of marble, then we're going to need to not use the marble for other things. So that's going to be quite important for us to do. It is now summer. We've been in the fortress for a whole season. Wait, when did we start? I think it's been a whole season. So I think on that note, we're going to quickly butcher some animals. Yes, we will queue up the butchery of these yaks because they are going to starve to death if we don't. So we may as well. This is going to get a little tricky if migrants start bringing animals that need grass as pets. Still, for now, I have been Civilian. This has been Dwarf Fortress. Welcome to the site of our new arena. I'm very excited. I have a lot of really cool plans for the arena, but we do need to set up a basic fortress first. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!